Hello everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you all are good. So today here we are back with the new video and the title will be Note Block. So I really don't know how many of you have heard of Note Block, but Note Block gives you better freedom when it comes to tags as well as keynotes. So I'll just demonstrate how Note Block can revolutionize your drafting and annotation. So let's quickly start a new family template first. So for creating this, I will be taking a metric generic annotation template, and it's going to be pretty simple. No rocket science in that. So for creating this template, first what we will be doing is we will place a boundary for our Revit keynote. I mean Revit Note block. So this Revit Note block will have a boundary which will be in circular, which will be in circular shape, and then we will add a label at the center of this reference plane. So here you guys can see that this is applicable to most of the elements. I mean, you have the freedom to add any description, any parameter whatsoever, and this tag will have multi leader tag flexibility. So you can associate this with multi leaders. So the first parameter which we will add here is the description. So let us add description. Even you can make use of a shared parameter, and this description will say that it has to be an instance, and this we will associate in identity data. So one is description and then the other one is length, and here as well we will say that this has to go in identity data. All right, so this description as well as length we have added. So we will add description as the label, and length we will keep in this family template, we will not add. So as of now this description has become, I mean this circle has become a bit bigger in size. We will reduce this to 12 dia, and this has to be somewhere around 3 mm will be too big. What we'll do is we'll duplicate this and we'll give this as 1.8 mm, and here we will keep it as 1.8 mm. All right, so now it looks okay to me. Once we load in the project we'll understand. Okay, so let's see, 7. Yeah, 7 is fine. So now our generic annotation family is ready, and to demonstrate I need to open a random project. So here I'll open this project 1. Okay, so here this is the project which I have opened, and here what we will do is we will load our family inside this project. So let us load this family inside the project. Okay, so here is our family, and what we'll do is we will name our family as okay, so here our family is there in annotations, annotation symbols, and we will find our, okay, so if we are not able to find, we will search here family 5. Okay, so here we get it. So we will name this as, okay, instead of editing over there, family 5. Yeah, so you press F2 for editing, and we'll write here wall info. Okay, and you name this as 1.8 mm because this is what the size of the tag is. Okay, so here we have named this wall info 1.8 mm. All right, so here you can see that there are so many different walls. What we'll do is we'll first add a leader, and we'll associate this leader to this wall. Okay, second we'll just create similar by pressing CS, and I will add this. Again, I'll turn on leader and I'll add this over here. Okay, so let's keep this a bit straight, and then again CS, and we'll add a leader, and this leader will be here. Okay, so now this is straight. So how many walls we have added? One, two, three. Let us take a last wall, and here we will add this over here. Okay, fine. So now here it's there. All right. So one most important thing that differentiate this node block with tags as well as annotation is that tags and Revit keynotes, they all are associated with the element. Okay, but this note block is associated with this family, with this generic annotation. It's not associated to this element, but we can say that whatever description, whatever property we are putting in for this node flag is indicated for this particular wall. So what we will say here, that this wall is A. Okay, we'll write here wall A, and this wall A is of how many, we'll say that this is 10 meters. Okay, 10 meters, or else we'll write, okay, 10 meters, fine, so we'll write in small. Okay, 10 meters, and then this is wall B, this is wall B, and we'll say that this is 5 meters, 5 meters, and we'll say that this is wall C, and then here this is wall C, and this is how much, this is 3 meters, 3 meters, and then this is wall D. All right, this is wall D, which is 2 meters, 2 meters. Okay, so now we have given all this information, but how the other person will understand what information we are trying to deliver here, and what is the length of wall A. So we need a bit of schedule here, and we need some sort of information that will give us all the data. So for that, what we'll do is we'll go to our project browser, and we'll go to schedules. So in schedule, you can see that note block is there. So when you click here note block, so we have to write here what is the name for this note block. We'll say that this gives us wall info, so we'll write here wall info, and we'll select this one. Once we select that, whatever description, I mean whatever labels we have given in the family template, we can see all those here. So first I want this to be a type, and then I want description, and then I want length, and then I want count. Okay, so all these three informations I want. Second, what I want is I want to filter out with respect to type. Okay, and then I want only 1.8 family to appear in my schedule, and then here I will say that it has to sort with respect to description, and then, or else you can select here length as well. So it has to be totals only. Okay, so all this information we have given, and let us see how the schedule is generated. Okay, so this is how schedule comes in. So 1.8 length, so least comes at the top, and then here we have the greater length at the bottom, and this type is also visible. So we'll change a bit. I want to include, let's say that I want wall A twice. Okay, so what I have done is I have copied this, and let us add the label here, this note block here. Once we do that, we'll see how this information see here. So this information shows that wall A is 2, and we'll make some more changes in this. I don't want to see this type tab over there. So for that purpose, what I'll do, I'll go to type, and then I'll hide here. I'll hide here, and then what else I want to do? I want the 10 meter category to be coming up. Okay, so this is how I have changed, and this gives us all the information about the schedule. So now what I'll do is I'll create a new family, I mean new sheet. So this sheet will have this level 1 view. Okay, level 1 view, and I will place this view here, and then let me take this somewhere on left side, and then where is the schedule which we have created, wall info. Okay, so guys, this is how it gives all the information. When it comes to tags and keynotes, those are the elements which are associated with the element, and sometimes it becomes very difficult to play along with it when we have to give that information to multiple elements. Again, type parameter is there, but this gives you more freedom as this isn't associated to any of the element. This is the property of the particular note block which we are associating it with the element. Okay, so you can see that still very clearly you can extract all the information that you require with the help of the schedule. So this is how we can revolutionize our drafting with this new note block. Thank you, learners. Let us rise and shine together. Thank you.